And it looks like we're live.
Yay!
Look at this.
Oh my gosh.
I'm doing my first ever live stream on YouTube. Hello, Andrew. Well done on 10,000 subs. Thank you so much. Yes, so this video is to commemorate and celebrate 10,000 subscribers here on this channel called Oyby, which I'm going to go ahead and set the record straight as to why it's named that, because it's a portmanteau of my name. My name is Roy Hornsby. It is the last two letters of Roy and the last two letters of my last name, Hornsby, put together, called Oyby. And I didn't expect this to become as big as it has, and the name Oyby, I know, can strike a lot of confusion, so there it is. That's why the channel's called Oyby. Hello, George from Chicago. Hi there, Ben. It's good to see you. So we're just hanging out for now.
Oh, Kelly's here.
Hi there, Kelly. Hey, Jeffrey.
Hi, guys.
Rodney's here. We got a fun little group of people here. We have, wow, almost 50 people in the chat. That is pretty darn cool. We're both a little bit nervous, to be totally honest, because we've never done a live stream in this fashion before, because I always wanted to have a reason to do a live stream, because it's intimidating, because you're live, you're talking the entire time, and I'm somebody who condenses a 2-hour experience into about a 20-minute condensed video without any mess ups or flubs.
You have the potential to strive here. Like,
woo, okay.
Or thrive. I didn't mean strive.
Well, I know what you mean, strive. I can totally. Okay, so we have some people
here.
saying a lot here. Most everybody's saying just congrats on 10K. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's definitely humbling and kind of surreal that many people watch or are just subscribed in general. So I really do appreciate it. It puts a significant amount of pressure on, but then it's also cool because I think of these people as just being like-minded people that like what I like, and that makes it a little bit less stressful. So I don't know how long this live stream is going to be. It could be half an hour, 45 minutes, an hour, whatever feels right.
I have a few. Go with our own flow, and once it starts to feel weird, we'll probably stop. I don't know.
Well, then I should have started it all, because I always feel weird. I have a few games planned, I suppose, for this, and I guess I can go and kind of reference them. Most of them are going to be some games from quarantine, some of my favorite games that we ended up doing during the quarantine. Are you checking out the comments? Because I'm distracted by everything else. Have our clipboards here, not clipboards, these are whiteboards, and that'll be for doing what we did, which I thought was just so much fun, was just drawing Disney characters from memory. The dice is just to roll and have a randomized conversation come out of that. And then I have a little bit of a surprise over here for a game that we did not do during quarantine that I just kind of thought up about half an hour ago. Okay, so looking at the comments now, this is something that I definitely am not used to. Where to go? Can you tell us how we met? Yes, so we met online, and our first date ended up being at Disney Springs. And we went to Disney Quest because it seemed like an inviting atmosphere, very open, very safe, very convenient for both of us.
It was, I don't know, was it your first blind date? It was my first blind date. So when he proposed the idea of going to Disney Springs, I was like, yes, public area. There's people around just in case. I was really skeptical, but it ended up working out really well, obviously.
Well, sort of. I mean, this did, but that night specifically, because we went to Disney Quest, which has a lot of just old arcade games. It has a lot of old VR attractions, and I do get a little bit carsick. It's very irregular when it happens, but when it does, I am down for the count. And we rode the Aladdin VR attraction, and I got super nauseous from it, and it almost ruined the night, but it didn't, because we went to Earl of Sandwich. I got a little cup of fruit, and I bounced back, baby. So, okay. Have a root beer here to sip on once it gets awkward. So, there you go. Wow. I'm still overwhelmed by just comments, by people just talking back. I'm not really used to that.
Just had dental surgery earlier today. This stream is a pleasant surprise. I'm so sorry about your dental surgery. Roy knows all about that.
I got a root canal. It's something that I didn't really want to bring up because it was just kind of a negative subject and it wasn't fun to talk about. So it was like, might as well just kind of leave that out of these videos. But I had never had a cavity before. And then I went to the dentist and he was like, you need a root canal. So it was like, what? 0 to 100, super, super quick. And I had to go back time and time again to just finish this root canal process to get a crown. It was so painful and uncomfortable. And I don't wish that upon anybody because root canals are not fun at all. But I got it and I'm good now. I hope for the most part I'm brushing my teeth a whole lot more now, that's for sure.
Oh, Marvin's here. Hi, Marvin. Oh, and Nick asked what I was drinking. So first of all, we got these really cool cups at Walmart. We just kind of saw them. That's the kind that you put in the freezer. And then, I don't know, it's a fun drink cup.
It's cool.
It
reminds me of the white pearl that you could get at
Yeah.
Trader Sam's.
As far as what I'm drinking, it's just a mixture of the, if you've seen me post it on my Instagram, the Malibu Black that I really like. And then I just put it with some pineapple juice and some dragon fruit juice. So I don't know. I'm a sucker for a good vacation drink.
I'm just enjoying a root beer just because I'm basic. Brennan, your hair looks so pretty. It does. She just did it last night.
Oh, thank you so much.
Root canals totally suck. They do indeed. Would you ever be open to doing a video about working at Disney past/present? So my job, I guess, is I try to keep it private because I don't want there to be any kind of a potential. I don't necessarily think right now, but in the future of being a conflict of interest or anything like that, having to have that conversation. It may be a crossroads that I'll have to inevitably address in the future, but it seems like a good idea, at least for now, to not be incredibly specific and open about what I do, because I've moved around kind of a lot. I've moved around from these attractions to this department to that department. I used to be third party, and then I went on to actually working for Disney and so on. And so I don't know, maybe at some point if I ever don't work for Disney at all in any capacity, then maybe I'll be a little bit more upfront about it, but you never know.
A few people have asked how your family's doing.
They're doing great. My mom and dad, they live in Pensacola, which is in the panhandle of Florida, and they're doing good up there. My grandmother's in an assisted facility there, and because my mom is a registered nurse, she's actually able to go and see her and take care of her, which is incredible because most everybody right now during this time, if you have a family member in assisted living, you cannot see them at all. But it's because of my mom's specific background that she's actually able to go and see her. So she's doing good. Dennis, my younger brother, is up in Atlanta. He's having a good time. He's being an actor up there. He's growing his hair out. He looks ridiculous. So, but he's
Dennis.
doing his best.
Sorry.
I hope he's not in here. And then my older brother and his wife, Christine, they're up in St. Louis. So everybody's doing it. Everybody's having a good time. And now it's quiet because I've stopped talking.
Well, I realize the struggle now with trying to keep up with comments. If I'm being honest, I didn't realize there was going to be this many. So thank you guys for just being here.
Well, the setup is unique, and again, having never done it before. So I'm on my laptop through my webcam, so that I imagine it's not the best quality. I was able to hook up my good microphone to the computer, so hopefully if the audio sounds good, then that's at least a victory. But it was either this or my phone, because I don't think I have a camera that I could connect to my laptop to have a better quality there. But this is just all about having a good time and just having a conversation.
If you saw Roy's Instagram about the live stream, you would notice that his laptop is on a giant box of Captain Crunch.
Yeah.
So that's
I'm super proud of that. Not ashamed at all. When are you guys going to Hollywood Studios and Epcot? Good question. So right now, the park pass reservation system, it's complicated. And I imagine if you're watching me, then I'm sure that you watch other people that have talked about it and gone into detail or tried to, and it's been confusing or overwhelming or anything. Oh, wow. I just got a super chat for the first time. Buy a ring.
Oh, no.
What kind of a ring? Like a baby bottle pop ring? What do you call
give me
those?
a ring pop. I'll be happy.
A ring pop. That's what I'm talking about. Maybe $10 for a ring pop. Okay. What was I talking about? I forgot. Oh, the park pass reservation system. I do appreciate that, though. Thank you so much. $10 for a super chat.
Oh, yeah. No, I forgot super chats were a thing. You don't have to do that.
Yeah.
But thank you. I will buy a ring pop with it.
Anyway, thank you so much. So the Park Pass reservation system is confusing right now in that they're limiting capacity into the Disney parks. And even so, cast members right now are blocked out for the indefinite future. You cannot get into a park for yourself, for your complimentary admission tickets that you can get in friends and family. Cast members, it's kind of a no-go right now. And even for pass holders, it's complicated because pass holders...
Thank you, Exploring Tampa.
Buy a beer. Buying rings and beer.
Oh my goodness.
You really don't have to super chat. That's I forgot that was actually a thing, but I do appreciate that. That really does mean a lot. So the Park Pass reservation system. Wow. So even pass holders, even Brennan as a pass holder, it's complicated because there are days that are blocked out. There are 3 tiers, I believe, just regular day tickets. Then there's resort reservation tickets, and then there are pass holder availability tickets. And for pass holders, most of the parks are blocked out until August, some even until September. If you want to go to Hollywood Studios at all on a weekend, I don't even think that you can even go until maybe even October. Well, thank you very much there, Marvin. I am not sure about the conversion rate of that, but I'm sure it's very generous, whatever amount that it is. I do appreciate that a lot. Thank you guys so much. So essentially, it's hard to get a reservation time to go to the parks, just in general. And as a cast member, it's going to be really complicated. As a pass holder, it's going to be really complicated. Our intended idea was to potentially get a, I guess like a resort reservation, so we could kind of piggyback on that to be able to go to the parks. That was a really long-winded way of just saying we don't know when we're going to go back to Epcot or Hollywood Studios. We had a plan to because there is a way that I could get like it's almost like a golden ticket for cast members, I guess, that I'm able to. Oh, Arlo is underneath the table right now, and he's finding his voice. He's giving these tiny little barks, and it's actually really adorable. He's taking a little snooze. We'll get back to Hollywood Studios and Epcot at some point.
Yeah, I'm like trying to look for reservations, but it is pretty difficult right now. Because
she could go, but like I want to go too, but I'd have to use a certain golden ticket that cast members kind of have that may or may not adhere to blockouts, but then you have to kind of sync that up to yourself, and then you have to sync that up to a resort reservation that she as a pass holder would have to sync it up to a resort reservation, and it's just all complicated, but it kind of makes sense right now, and just into the at least relatively near future to keep an eye on all of that, just for capacity reasons, for safety reasons, and if they open it up to more people, or people start to cancel, or if less people come than expected, I guess we'll see.
Calvin's here.
Yep, all the animals are now out. Farley and Calvin and Arlo.
Okay.
We have
the
a
conversion
zoo.
rate is about $20, so like I can breathe a little bit better now. Okay. I got really nervous.
Thank you so much. It's odd to just be sent stuff. Just being transparent, because I'm not doing anything. I'm just talking on a live stream. But thank you guys so much. I think Dennis said, does Calvin miss me? Probably. Calvin's doing a great job.
Wait, Dennis, your Dennis?
Yeah, my Dennis.
Dennis
is here. Yeah.
Oh, hey.
He's doing his best. He's definitely the middle child, so I can totally relate to him, where he's trying to get Farley's respect and admiration and playtime, but then Arlo is running around chasing him around the apartment, and he's not necessarily giving Arlo the time of day, but he's also playing around with him quite a lot. Huh. Okay. Let's see.
Dennis is getting all the shout-outs now.
Yay, Dennis. Let's see. Albin Schindler just asked me to try to say his name, so I hope I said that correctly. Do you guys have a P.O. box? So we don't have a P.O. box because
we talked about it, because like it's come up in conversation a lot. I don't know how comfortable we feel yet.
It's not that I'm uncomfortable. It's just something that you do have to pay for, and you have to keep up with. And, you know, it's not something that I would expect or want people to just send stuff.
Yeah.
Because I do what I do on YouTube just because I enjoy doing it, you know, and it's fun to do. And I don't anticipate any kind of a following. I don't have any have a Patreon or anything like that because I'm not, I'm not asking people to fund my hobby, what I do because I enjoy doing it. It's not a sense of, you gotta support the channel and donate here, and you gotta, send this if you want a shout out and all. I don't know what this is, but
hobby.
Yeah,
and that brings me to like another thing I wanted to like clarify too. Like this is Roy's channel. I just come out and hang out, and like I appreciate that a lot of people want me to like be in the outro and they want to see me dance like a goober too.
A goober? Yeah. Hold on. I'm not dancing like a goober. Those are my good moves.
You're a goober. But this is like Roy's thing. He's been doing this since what? You were 16? I just kind of showed
14.
Up. 14. I just kind of showed up and I just tag along. I don't, this is his creative outlet. There's Arlo with his weird little face haircut.
We took him to get a haircut, and they did his introductory haircut first. So they shaved his face and his paws, and we're gonna take him back and get a full on haircut.
Yeah, they suggested this as like the first one to be safe.
Which is looks a little bit weird, but once his hair grows back, he'll be good to go.
Yeah. Long story short, this is Roy's channel. This is his hobby. He puts all the work into it. He edits the videos. I literally do nothing to support this channel other than to just like...
You give me a really complimentary bounce off, and that's something that I, probably take for granted a lot, because if it was just me consistently doing things by myself, that would get old and a little bit sad. You need to have somebody, or you don't need to, but it's very helpful and beneficial to have somebody there to bounce off and to talk to and kind of take a little bit of the pressure off. And
I guess just like in terms of
showcase,
if you make any like selfish decisions on your channel, like that's what you're entitled to. Like this is your channel. He doesn't have to do anything for me with the channel. I just hang out. I don't know.
I appreciate you hanging out.
So this is his thing. This is his baby, his creation. You guys are his 10,000 subscribers.
When he puts a ring on it though, it'll be yours.
Nah, still his.
We're not opting out of a PO box at any point. It would just be something to just look into like further on. And if it was a matter of just getting some postcards and some mail, I've thought about doing something fun, or if somebody writes to me, I could write something back to them and we could be little pen pals from who knows from who knows where. Pen pal. Doesn't that sound fun? Somebody wanted a shout out. I missed it, but oh no, more super chats. Okay. Thank you again so much. It's incredible.
How do you feel, or how do you come off grateful that people want to support you, but also uncomfortable that people want to support you financially? Thank you guys so much.
It is, especially right now during this time. Oh, thank you so much, Nick. Thank you so much, Mouse Talk. It's awesome.
Nick's always been so sweet.
Everybody here is just being phenomenal, and I feel bad that I didn't anticipate there to be like a significant amount of people here to worry about struggling to keep up with the comments.
There's 131 people.
Hello. That's a lot of people. Isn't that insane? That's like a theater of people. I don't know how many people fit in a theater, but probably that. Rodney, buddy Rodney, you are always there.
Rodney's been in day one.
For real. Steve says I need to say a little bit more. Yes, I do. I have my go-to phrases and words that I say, and it's out of habit for the most part, but doing my best. Oh no, Arlo is chewing on my game over here. So I'll go and get this out of the way. Let's go and start playing some games. How about that? Does that sound fun? And then maybe we can like actually dedicate some time to questions instead of just like bouncing off here. So the one that I have over here, I basically have two giant Tupperwares full of stuffed animals from our closet that have been in there for a little bit because they've been in there for a little bit. Mm-hmm. And I said a little bit more, which is okay. So what I'm going to do, Brennan's going to close her eyes. I'm going to hand her a stuffed animal, and she is going to try to describe what that animal is. Wow, doesn't that sound like so much fun?
This could get really weird.
I don't think so. I think it'll be great. So close your eyes. I'm going to dig in there and try to find something random, hopefully before Arlo jumps in there. And
Arlo just thinks it's a big bucket of toys for him. But, okay.
Okay, eyes closed?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see here. Should I just do like Disney characters?
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll help.
Because there's some like Pokemon guys in here too. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, eyes closed. This is what she's getting. There you go.
Oh my god. Why is this weird? Okay, it's some sort of animal.
Yes.
It's Pumbaa.
It's Pumbaa! Yay!
I felt the things.
You felt the tusks? All right, let's do a few more of these because I don't want to just have all this. Oh no, Arlo took the one I was going to do next. That's fine.
What did he take?
He took a Simba. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Eyes closed. See if I can try to find somebody random. There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
This is.
Is this fun? I hope so.
Am I holding it right?
You're holding it fine.
Is it okay? There's like a dramatic tail.
A dramatic tail, not just a tail. A dramatic tail.
Do you have a Nick Wilde doll?
I don't.
Who
But you're
is
close.
There's a hat. Is it Robin Hood?
It is Robin Hood.
I didn't even know you had this.
Yes, I do. Nice. That was great.
Oh wow. Okay.
All right, you're like blowing through all this. I'm just throwing all these to Arlo so he can enjoy it. All right, do you want to do like one more, two more?
How about I do one for you?
Okay.
Okay. You close your eyes. I'll go get it.
Gonna go around.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Eyes closed.
Yep.
Going for it? How about you give me two?
Two?
So yeah, because I gave you two, so we'll keep it even.
Okay. Let's go with. Here you go. Oh, and you dropped it.
See, most of these are mine, so I may have the advantage there. Okay, I'm feeling some little ears here. Ooh, okay. This is not part of it. Oh no, I wanted to. All right, I'm feeling like a bulbous. Wait, is it this way? Is this right?
You?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this is right. Okay, so head, little feet. No, these are feet. These are arms. This is Baymax.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it right. Nice.
All right, one more.
One more. Okay. This is just so much fun. Titillating content here.
Close your eyes.
Mhm.
Here you go.
Oh, that's a tiny little head. We got wide set feet. This is also Baymax.
Yes.
Dang it. I have so many Baymaxes.
Yeah.
But it's worth it. He is the best. Okay.
How was that?
Was that just the best content you've ever seen on this channel? Because I hope so.
Could you
Well,
tell
we
that this
each-
is the first live stream that either of us has ever done?
I'm just like looking at my posture here right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, some people were talking about oyby merchandise. So that's something that I played around with like a little bit. That was, it felt odd to create merchandise for myself, you know, in the sense of just like anticipating that people would want that and want to buy it. And the support is awesome. And I more made merchandise for myself because I thought that was fun. I spent a lot of, it doesn't seem like it, but like the intro, the outro, I do spend a lot of time on it. I'm pretty proficient at Photoshop and After Effects for the most part. So anything that you see that's like a special effect or a graphic or something, that's usually something that it's always something that I've done. So it's something that it feels like a fun investment into myself just to make that logo into a shirt and then just to be able to wear it, which I'm not wearing right now, but I don't know. So yeah, you can find that it's over at tpublic.com/oyby, and it's pretty cheap over there for the most part. I think that it's comfortable material, and right now I just have 2 t-shirt designs, but I may be adding a couple more fun ones there in the future. So keep an eye out for that because it's cool, and they usually have a lot of discounts, and you can usually get a shirt there for like $13 because they do deals every month or so. One of my favorite trips was when you went to Tennessee. Yes, that was actually a blast, and I'm so glad. Like last year, comparatively to this year, obviously, like I got to go to New York, which right now probably not
Yeah.
Well, right now being in Florida is not the best either, but just in the sense of just normalcy, getting to go to New York last year and to get that full experience was awesome. Getting to go to Dollywood for the first time in I don't even know how many years for myself. It was a long time ago that I went.
We were trying to plan a trip to go to Tennessee, but then like quarantine happened and everything. But we both have had separate, very enjoyable trips to Tennessee, and I think we just finally wanted to experience that together.
Tennessee is just it's beautiful. It's the best. It's familiar because of the tourism, but then it's just gorgeous because of the Smoky Mountains and the culture and the people.
We both collectively have good childhood memories from Tennessee, and we just wanted to be able to like combine those together and then create good adulthood memories together and stuff. And like I still haven't been to Dollywood, and I want to go so bad.
It is incredible, and I do think about. And then somebody else said that they enjoyed the Disneyland videos too, and that's something that's really been not weighing on me, but a lot of people right now they advertise not coming to Florida because of the current conditions and the park experience and all that, because it's not worth the trip and not worth the money unless you're an annual pass holder and all that. That's a big conversation, and I didn't want to agree with that. I wanted to believe that any time could be a great time. That's why I tried to go to Universal and ride every single ride there in one day to show like you can still have an experience, and it could be a really good one with the offset of these certain experiences being modified. But then I think of something like Dollywood or like Disneyland, where I think of myself wanting to go there and feeling a little bit bummed out about having to go and then deal with the distancing and the masks and all that. So it's all personal preference, and I feel just very fortunate, I guess, that we can go as much as we can right now in a safe way. I don't know. I want to go back to Disneyland. I want to go back to Dollywood. We had all these plans to do. I mean, I know everybody's been saying that stuff where it's like, oh, we had plans to do this and we were going to go do this, but then we couldn't. And, but for the most part, we will get back there and we will do it. Can you wish our daughter Scarlett a happy birthday? She turns 9 tomorrow.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Scarlett!
Birthday, Scarlett. Scarlett is a really cool name, honestly. Wow.
Oh my God, you're going to be 10 next year. That's so cool.
Can you give a shout out to Marla and Josh? Yes, that was one that I missed earlier.
Hello. You read it, but then you didn't do it.
I'm sorry. Hello.
Here's your shout out.
Hi, Bear. Thank you. Congratulations on your first stream and happy anniversary. New fan here from Kuwait, currently living in the USA.
Cool.
Wow, you chose a time to be here, but we're pushing through, right? Your family videos are my husband's favorite. Your mom is very similar to his mom, so it makes him feel at home watching. Yep, my mom is such a sweetheart.
She's like the definition of mom.
And I've missed her a lot, and I've been wanting to go home to visit her, but I wouldn't consider it the most responsible thing to do. I know it seems a little bit contradictory to go to theme parks and then refuse to go visit my own mother, but it's
she's taking care of your grandmother.
Yeah, and I know I could go get like a test or something and then quarantine and then drive home and rent a car, and it's something that I could do, and it's something that I really do want to do. Oh no, Arlo is tearing apart Robin Hood. Whoops. I don't know. It's something that's going to happen at some point in the indefinite future when it's a plausible, safe, smart idea to do, because I really do want to go. And Pensacola is gorgeous. You haven't even been to Pensacola.
I know.
We've been dating for 5 years and she's never visited my hometown. Can you believe that?
Hey,
but it's 8 hours away, and it's always a complication to go, mostly because I have a very old car that I inherited from my grandfather that the last time I tried to take it to Pensacola, it broke down in Tallahassee, and then I had to take a bus back to get it. And since then, I've been afraid to drive it that far away from home because it's broke down here plenty of times. I think in the Universal parking garage, it's broken down twice. So at least it's been within 5 miles of my house. I know I'm saying a lot and I'm reading a lot, so make sure to jump in if I ever take a breath. If that's ever possible for you to just jump in there. I know how I am.
I never know where to cut you off.
You could help. Are you reading most of these?
I'm trying to as much
Okay.
as I can. They're actually going pretty fast. And I mean, it's a good thing because it means there's a lot of people in here, but I'm like trying to keep up as much as I can. But then I realize
Thunder.
Thunder.
Thank you, Dutch Disney Dreams. I really do appreciate that. Wow.
Did anybody learn any new skills during their quarantine, or did anybody like discover a new hobby that they're still doing? Like we're still rollerblading. I'm
pretty good at it.
I've taken
Not
on The
gonna
Sims
lie.
4 like it's my new part-time job for whatever reason. I don't know. I'm obsessed now.
I've done a lot with cardboard, construction, paper, glue, and whittling, and glitter, and colored pencils and markers. I've been having a great time. The crafting has just been an incredible stress relief, and to be able to do that and then input it into what I do here, that's been a fun challenge, and it's been something that I'm really proud of, and where a lot of people can probably look back at this time of quarantine and feel the dip in their content. You know, I can be like, I had fun. I made all these games. I did the apartment home vlogs, but I didn't do too much of them where it was like an overload of the same content. And it feels good.
Somebody asked if my parents were theme park people too. They are. My parents were the ones that took me to the theme parks growing up as a kid. Like we had a lot of neighbors that worked for both Disney and Universal. And so it's actually traditional that I take my mom to Universal every year for her birthday. So my parents are theme park people. You just don't see them a lot. I don't know. I don't know how I feel if like I don't want to invade their privacy by like putting them in videos. Like they've been around.
Well, real quick, that everybody's saying like what they did over the quarantine. Heather lost 105 pounds.
Oh my gosh.
And started working out. That is incredible. I tried to every day. I tried to run around the apartment complex 4 times and then do some core workout stuff, which we'll see on that. You know, work in progress, right?
Does finding our videos count? Yes, it does.
Naomi is playing Animal Crossing, which that exploded, and everybody's playing that.
Naomi left me on The Sims for Animal Crossing.
Naomi's a really good friend of ours.
Yeah.
Thought about getting a new console, but then we have all these old consoles that have been dormant. And if you've watched any of those videos, I set up the N64 and got an old entertainment system from your dad, right? The NES, is that what that is?
Yeah, and he bought you that insert where it came with like 100 games on it,
something like that. Like it was just kind of just bringing these games back to life. Your GameCube, your Nintendo Wii, and just playing all that. That's been a lot of fun as well. Have you watched Hamilton on Disney Plus? Not yet.
No, I don't know why we haven't. I think about it every single day. I was like a big musical theater kid in high school. So when I knew that Hamilton was coming, I was like, oh my gosh. And we haven't watched it yet.
The Despicable 3 said, I found Heather's 105 pounds, I think. Oh.
Oh, no.
I don't think it's that much.
No.
Let's see. Somebody else said something. Can you imagine that? Hello from Singapore. Hello, Singapore. Oh, somebody asked if I've ever been to the UK. I have. Back in 2008, I went on a very expedited 2-week trip where I went to like London, Canterbury, Paris, Rome, Normandy, just all over there. And it was super, super fast, but got an awesome trip there. Daniel made a custom Lego house. That is cool.
I've considered like doing the Lego things. Like it seems
Really?
fun, but they're so expensive.
It is a little bit expensive, but it is cool.
What do you do with the Lego thing when you're done?
I imagine we could like put it up on top of like a bookshelf or something like that.
Like I just imagine, you know how some people collect the like Christmas homes and then they like decorate their entire house and create this like giant Christmas village. I like imagine that with like the Lego hobby, but it's just like Lego stuff. That sounds really cool though.
I mean, it does sound fun. I feel like Arlo, who's currently just going to town on Pumbaa right now. Yeah, I'm talking about you. He just looked over with the saddest look on his face. Hello, Madison from Canada. I drink wine. Does that count as an achievement?
Yes,
it absolutely does.
does.
Wine has become kind of a new hobby. I bought plum wine and peach wine and blueberry wine. I'm a sweet wine kind of guy. If it's if it tastes like juice, then that is my kind of wine for the most part. Hi, Brennan. Hi, Roy, Farley, Calvin, and Arlo. Great to see you both. And I've been watching every day since last year, 4th of July. I missed July 4th last year. That was a lot of fun. Where we did sparklers on the porch here.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, we've been in this apartment a while.
Okay. So we have 2 other games that I wanted to play. I don't even know how long we've been going. We've been going about half an hour.
35 minutes. Thank you guys for bearing with us in the not really knowing how to kick off this live stream. So thank you again.
I think it's been pretty good.
I hope you've enjoyed Roy's conversation.
So just talking to myself.
You get
should have a podcast.
So Roy does this thing when he gets nervous or excited, and
which is just all the time.
Right
I'm
now,
always one or the other.
Right now, he's been really excited about the live stream. So when he gets excited, he just like talks because it's just like his excited energy coming out.
Well, I'm overwhelmed by just people commenting that are just saying really, really nice things. And then the super chats that happen that I was not anticipating, that are throwing me off, that are incredibly generous, that I just,
say hi.
I don't know what else to say than thank you, because I don't know. Always doing his little plague rails.
Yes. Say hi to the people, Arlo.
Okay, so 2 games to play now. We could either do a drawing game where we just draw Disney characters that you'd suggest from memory, and that could be a lot of fun. We could do that. Or we could roll the dice here and just have some conversations there. So what do you guys think? Drawing or dice?
Can we show them the Quasimodo?
Yeah, well, so normally I'm seeing one for drawing. Normally we use red and blue because these are our respective favorite colors. But if you remember this guy, Quasimodo, from the video that we did when we tried to draw the characters from memory for the first time.
He got stained.
Yeah, I tried to clean it off, and it's not cleaning off, and I guess I forgot. And,
he's on here forever.
It's with the dry erase marker, so I don't know what the deal is. Okay, so I'm seeing more for drawing. I'm seeing a few dice. Actually, there are more for dice. Let's do dice first, and then we're gonna do both, so it doesn't really matter.
And this is something that you guys can do along with us.
Okay, so this one was pretty ambitious in terms of just making it into a video, because it's hard to just come up with these combinations on the spot. But I have 3 dice here, and one of them says a park on it. We have the 4 Disney parks and the 2 Universal parks. One of them has a specific kind of ride on it. There is the mild ride, dark ride, boat ride, simulator ride, show, and thrill ride categories there. And then another dice that has a specific conversation initiator. One that would initiate a conversation that's going to be on the dice here. Favorite moment, add 1, subtract 1, IP edition, least favorite moment, and original edition. And we will go over that once we get there. Do you want to just roll all 3 of these over there on your side? Or
okay.
How do you want to do that? Okay.
Somebody said we can use hand sanitizer to get rid of Quasimodo.
Hmm.
What if I don't want to get rid of him?
He is gorgeous, isn't he? I need to clean off my at our 10,000 subscribers. This was for our happy little thumbnail, so I'm gonna go and clean that off while you roll. Okay.
Okay. I'm just gonna do it. I'll do it on the table.
There you go.
So add 1. Hollywood Studios show. Ooh, okay. So if I could add
a show at Hollywood Studios?
Is this add a show or add 1 thing to a current show?
However you interpret it. Did you roll it for yourself, or are you rolling it for both of us?
I guess we can both. Why don't we make this like a collective thing? So this will be I'm answering, you're answering, they're answering. So if you guys could add 1 show to Hollywood Studios, what would it be? And I'd say, this is tough.
Yeah, it's just hard to think about it on the spot. How about a show about the greatest movies of history? If only there was a ride in Hollywood Studios that existed that showcased the greatest movies in cinematic history.
I'm trying to think, like, do I want to add a show that has to do with, like, the original concept of Hollywood Studios, or do I want a show that plays more into, like, the intellectual properties that they're introducing?
Right now we're going in that direction, so it would be a bit of a reversal of a step back to, like, do it in the... Because that's what I thought first, too, was to put it with the theme of the park,
Like,
which is all over the place right now.
it would be really cool if they did some sort of stunt show. They're kind of doing it like on a microscopic scale in Galaxy's Edge, where they'll have like the actors up on like the raptors and stuff doing like the lightsaber fights. But it would be cool, and it's kind of what they did. The show that they have in the main hub of Hollywood Studios, the Star Wars.
A Galaxy Far, Far Away?
Yeah, if they did that but expanded it and made it into a real show where it wasn't just the characters coming, like walking out on stage, posing, and then leaving.
I'm going to, I'm going to piggyback off that. And I'm just going to take that because, yes, a Star Wars Galaxy's Edge show of stunts, of lightsaber, what's the name of it? Of a lightsaber fight. That would be cool. I liked it a lot.
Bring back lights, motor, action.
That was a lot of fun. It did take up a lot of space, but it was cool. All right.
No, if anything's going to come back, it's the tram tour.
Okay. We have Animal Kingdom. A show at Animal Kingdom. An IP edition show at Animal Kingdom. It would be fun to have a Zootopia show.
That's what
at
I was
Animal
going to say.
Kingdom,
Zootopia for real. Like,
can you imagine Gazelle getting up there and her song pumping, and then all the Zootopia characters come out and they start dancing, and
oh my god,
that could be really eclectic. That could be a lot of fun. I'd like that a lot.
I want that now.
Exploring Tampa is getting back to work. Bye, Exploring Tampa.
Bye.
Good to see
you.
you.
For coming.
Thank you for the super chat. That was really, really generous. A Princess and the Frog show. That could be fun too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, we're already getting Princess and the Frog.
An Onward magic show. That would be cool. Onward
magic show.
Onward, like, I feel bad for Onward how it had to go pretty much straight to Disney Plus, and it was just kind of like released, swept under the rug, and everybody kind of moved on from it because it was an incredible movie in my opinion, and I do hope they bring it to the parks in some capacity.
If we can do anything for Halloween this year, or Halloween ideas, Roy is going to be Ian from Onward, potentially, and I'll just go as Barley.
Go for it.
Why not?
Joe Rody said that Zootopia will never come to Animal Kingdom. Oh no.
It might not. I don't know. It's kind of the obvious choice, but it's an obvious choice that people seem to really want.
It would definitely, like, it could fit in. It would be a bit of a stretch, but if they did do it, it would be probably pretty well received, I think. Although Zootopia is, they're kind of a.
Naomi says go as the legs instead.
That's funny. I don't know. Zootopia is kind of getting to the end of its popularity. They got to capitalize on that popularity while they can. All right, let's do this a couple more times.
Yeah.
Roll over there.
Onward was a good, fantastic movie for the brother relationship. That's why Roy liked it so much.
I loved it. Oh man,
I'm an only child.
A good brother movie.
My brothers are his brothers. Hey, Dennis.
Oh, it's not on the UK Disney Plus.
Okay, we keep doing shows.
A Mild Ride.
A Mild Ride at Animal Kingdom.
Okay.
With an IP edition.
So she rolled Animal Kingdom Mild Ride IP edition, which is pretty much what we just rolled, except the Mild Ride instead of a show.
I want to see if anybody else said anything about the last one.
I would say a Zootopia Dark Ride. I know maybe it doesn't seem like it belongs there, but it would still be a lot of fun. I think. Can you imagine just going through the different tundras of Zootopia and just the characters, and they could do a dark ride with Zootopia so well. Absolutely.
I would want a ride because one of the things that I really like about Animal Kingdom is just how beautiful they make it. So I would want a ride that is like a mixture of Navi River Journey and then Living with the Land. But it's all about the ecosystem and environment of all of the places in Animal Kingdom. And so you just take a slow boat ride where they make sets of all these different ecosystems. And then it's educational, like Living with the Land, where it kind of has the monotone, calming narrator throughout the ride.
Okay.
But then they can use the Imagineering that they did in Navi River Journey to make it really beautiful. Like the stuff that they did with the lights and stuff.
Okay.
Adding fireflies or rivers somewhere. I don't know. Something like that where it's sticking with Disney's educational theme and just their Imagineering skills. sounds good to me.
Yeah, Mouse Talk just said you could do a Disney Nature Dark Ride, which is, I feel like, pretty much that, incorporating aspects of the movies along with real animals from those movies. That would be cool. A Jungle Book Dark Ride. A few people said that too.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
What are your thoughts on the Princess and the Frog ride? I think it should have its own original ride, not take over some other ride. That is an interesting take, and most people are definitely pro the change. They want Tiana to take over Splash Mountain and to and to rid that attraction of its complicated history and just to go forth with a new original idea and concept. And ultimately, I know that it's going to be an incredibly new and exciting. Well, it's not going to be new because it's going to probably be the same makeup of the ride, but just the refresh that it's going to get, because Splash Mountain is already such an incredible ride. It's one of the longest rides. It has so many different attraction storytelling elements and animatronics that make it a fun and really great ride on its own. And just knowing that it's going to get that treatment, and it's going to be kind of today's standards, but with Princess and the Frog, I think is going to be really, really neat.
When we went on Splash Mountain the other day, when we went for the cast preview,
right,
I was like looking at the ride, one to like pay my respects to Splash Mountain because it is leaving. But also I just kind of wanted to see like the lay of the land and like what their real estate was and like what they could do. And I mentioned this, I don't remember if it was in the video or if it was to you, but just like looking at their exterior queue alone, where they could make that into just like this beautiful outdoor bayou queue. Like it has a lot of potential to be a beautiful and well-themed attraction as like a different layover. So like given that we have to make our peace with Splash Mountain and moving forward,
right,
like I think they could do a really good job with retheming it.
I'm a little bit more jealous of Disneyland because I feel like they have the potential to completely make an entire Tiana's place. They already sell beignets over there. They could have a Lewis and Tiana and Naveen meet and greet, and they could just do so much over there because they already have a New Orleans square over there, and it's probably going to fit in a little bit better over there. I think that's kind of been the general consensus, but
some people are
it'll
hoping
work here too.
Some people are hoping that this will give Walt Disney World the excuse to expand upon like New Orleans theming in Frontierland, which I am behind. I love New Orleans. Let's get beignets.
I would love a continued, like, I love Thunder Mountain and the history of Thunder Mesa and how essentially Splash Mountain could have been a part of the entire Thunder Mesa theming of having this raft log ride incorporated around Big Thunder Mountain. And that could have been cool, just having a giant area just like that. And then Splash Mountain ended up being its own thing, and Thunder Mountain ended up being its own thing. I would love to kind of like push that area back and kind of connect around with the other side of the park. I dislike how much of a dead end that Thunder Mountain is, and I wish so much that you could just somehow navigate around the back of that over towards Haunted Mansion, back over to Fantasyland. And don't think it could happen because that's a lot of terrain to rework and to do. But they have the space. Absolutely, they could do an incredible job of that. I stopped talking and now it's awkward.
Everyone seems to be on board with a New Orleans feel coming to Walt Disney World.
Am I looking forward to Tron next year? Yeah.
Why did it, like, Tron seems like it's just been like in the works for 5 years.
It
Like,
pretty much has.
I keep having to like make my peace with it being there and then like forgetting about it because like things happen, and then like it's like, hey, Tron is still a thing. It's coming.
I do hope that they're going to be able to take all of Tomorrowland to give it that entire new theme of maybe matching up the Tron, and maybe they could replace the Speedway cars and make them look a little bit more updated in that fashion. And
everyone's saying who that say they gonna beat them Saints.
The Jurassic roller coaster looks awesome at Universal. It does. We have not been talking about Universal at all this live stream. I so because I can actually get into Universal and go to Islands of Adventure, and I enjoy my time there, and the distancing and all those attributes of wearing a mask, it's not as I don't know, it's not as much of a hindrance there for whatever reason. I don't know why. Like I enjoy going to Islands of Adventure. I've been having an incredible time there, and just like the wait times are completely non-existent. The park is just so quiet, which at the same time that I really love and appreciate, it does make me sad to see it that quiet. I enjoy seeing queues filled up. I like seeing extended queues full of people. I like seeing a park really alive and moving. I like seeing people going and having a good time. So as selfishly enjoyable as it is for me to go and to walk on to every single ride there, I do want to see it busier because I think it deserves it. And that roller coaster, hopefully they announce it at some point, is going to be really, really cool. Hagrid's is phenomenal. They may redo the entire Jurassic Park area.
Good.
Islands of Adventure is just coming alive. Man.
Rodney asked if we've been on a Disney cruise.
We have not been on a Disney cruise.
That was another thing that was like on our to-do list of plans. I love cruising. I've cruised a lot. I'm trying to convince him to go on one, and so we thought a good compromise would be to do a Disney cruise.
I mean, I wouldn't be against it. I don't know. I'm not as big of a boat person, I'm not like against it, but that aspect of going on a cruise and kind of being committed to that for 5 days. I mean, it's a little bit intimidating, but at the same time, I definitely do want to go to be able to do it. For a lot of people, the attractive aspect of a cruise is like unlimited food, alcohol, and as much as I do enjoy those things, that would not be my main draw for going. It would be where the cruise is going, or if it is a Disney cruise, just those entertainment aspects that would be really fun to.
That's what I'm trying to convince him of, that there's more to cruising than food and booze.
Everybody says Disney cruises are fantastic, but they're also expensive, which is true.
But what cruise isn't?
I mean, yeah, but it's something we're going to do at some point. We always like, I feel like I'm well known for taking staycations and these vacations and stuff all the time, because we kind of set aside this little budget to be able to go to a Universal hotel because they're a lot cheaper than Disney hotels. And, whenever my family comes down, I'm able to kind of piggyback off of them wanting to go to a Disney resort to get that experience. And so I'm able to kind of stay with them. So, but yeah, if that budget makes sense to be able to do that, then that would be something for sure to look into.
Oh, thank you, Paul.
Paul, congrats on 10K from the Gomes family. Can't wait for the next family King of Ping tournament. Stay safe. And then Z Haldorian, I think I'm so bad with pronouncing things, apparently. You helped us plan our last trip to Orlando. We thank you so much. Now we enjoy your content and really look forward to the vids.
It's really sweet.
Thanks again, Ryan Brennan from Ottawa, Canada.
Ooh.
Canada.
That's another place we need to go.
I've been to Canada. I've been to Niagara Falls, which like barely counts as Canada, to be honest, because it's just right there on the border. But then I've been somewhere else too, but I can't remember it. But I have been to Canada, like actually into Canada too. I wish Toontown came back to Disney World. I only went to Toontown once. I agree with that. I think Toontown was adorable and it fit in so well in Fantasyland back there. And I have memories of going to Toontown. And when I first worked at Disney, when I got hired at Disney, I worked back at Dumbo and Barnstormer. I worked in attractions, which I don't anymore, but back in the day, I worked at Dumbo and Barnstormer, and that was something everybody every single day would come up and ask. They would be like, "Where's Mickey Mouse's house?" And because people know that that's where it is, and it was like, it's not here anymore. Now it's the circus, because they've changed that area so many times over and over, and the circus is cute.
I still have like vivid memories as like a 5-year-old in Toontown.
Mm-hmm.
That I think I was 5 on my first ever trip to Walt Disney World. And back then I had a huge fear of characters.
I was afraid of Chuck E. Cheese.
It was embarrassing. I mean, I was afraid of Chuck E. Cheese too. I was not a fun child. I didn't like characters. And I remember I waited in a 30-minute line to meet Mickey Mouse, and I had my book ready for him to sign. And then I just remember him turning around, and he does his little like thing to me, and I was just like, ah! And then I left. And then I just signed the book myself as Brennan.
Mickey's so fun, though. He's so nice.
I can embarrassingly admit that I stopped my fear of costumed characters when I was 18. It's like a weird trust thing. I don't know.
So let's see. I'm still trying to keep up with the comments here. I hope we're doing okay for our first time live streaming, having to try to pay attention and converse. And then if we missed your comment, I am sorry. It's not on purpose, I promise.
Max says he's been to Ripsaw Falls, Canada.
That's at Universal's Islands of Adventure. A Mountie may not get his girl, but he always gets his man. Right? Did I say that right, Max?
Yeah.
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 What Disney World resorts haven't you eaten at that are your most do's? Maybe top 3 or 5?
Restaurants.
Yes. What'd I say?
Resorts.
Whoops. Restaurants. Well, plenty of those restaurants are probably at those resorts.
Boathouse was one of them, and we just did that. So we just ate there. We probably some of the character dine-ins that we haven't done yet that we would like to.
There's one at the Yacht Club, I think, that
Yacht
or Beach Club.
The
would
buffet.
love to eat there.
What is the name of the buffet at the Yacht and Beach Club?
Oh, I do not know.
That is one of them.
It's hard. So this is where we differ a little bit. I'm not very much of a food person. She is a lot. And that's where we complement each other quite a lot because she has a palate that entices her to want to pursue these places that we've never been before. Not that I'm stunted in the sense of that I'm not interested in these places at all, but I don't know. I have a palate where I can kind of eat anything at all, and I can go really anywhere, wherever is convenient, wherever we are. You know, if we're in a theme park, I'm okay with just kind of eating in the theme park, whereas she's like, well, let's hold off until we get to City Walk because City Walk has the good stuff. And, you know, and that ends up being completely accurate. And so in that sense, there's not a lot of places that I'm just like, oh, I cannot wait to eat there. Like, oh, I gotta get there and check it out and see what everybody's talking about. I'm all about the ambiance. I want to go to, you know, the restaurants at the resorts. I want to go to the Wilderness Lodge and eat there. Then I want to go to Riviera because we never really explored that and eat there and the Contemporary and go to California Grill. And just like, for me, it's all about the experience and saying that you've been somewhere different.
Ooh, California Grill is a good place.
Versus, right.
That we want to go that we haven't been.
Because I don't, you know, I don't really go off of people's reviews of places. If a lot of people say that it's good or that it's bad, you know, it's, you know,
it's subjective.
Yeah. And so, yeah. So if people say a place is not good, then it almost makes me want to go there more to actually enjoy it for my own reasons and what I get, because I don't have a complicated palate or expectations on food. I don't know. That was a terrible answer to that question, but I would love to just go anywhere and eat anything. Maybe not Victoria and Albert's, though, because that's a lot of money on food. Let's see. Kelly says the Hornsby palate needed help. Yep. Brennan's helping me out. But at the same time, I will eat anything. So that is something I got going for me. I will eat and enjoy everything. I'm not a picky eater at all. So that's good.
Yeah. I think
except alcohol. Tequila, no.
The best way to describe our palates is your quality or your quantity over quality, and I'm quality over quantity.
What are you trying to say? Quantity over quality.
Don't get me wrong, though. Every now and then, I just want a Big Mac.
Hello. Hello, Ollie from London. Good to see you. The Bull and the Bear at the Waldorf. I've heard about that. I've heard that is really good. Never been to the Waldorf.
I stayed there once.
Really?
I have a very my aunt is good with money, and she invited me and my cousin to stay when she was in town. The Waldorf is a very beautiful hotel.
Do you enjoy the Blue Bayou restaurant? Never been there. That would be a lot of fun. Yeah, anything at Disneyland would be fun for the experience too.
Mm-hmm. One of the things that we did talk about doing is going deeper into each of the pavilions at Epcot, where a lot of the times, and like people get caught up in this, where you go to Epcot and you just kind of hit your same spots around the World Showcase, and then every now and then you see somebody post a picture of something and you're like, oh, that's good, where is it? And they're like Epcot, and I'm like, where? So I don't know. I want to take advantage of the places that we have. Like I want to spend time at each pavilion specifically and just look at the merchandise they have, look at the drinks that they have, look at the snacks they have, and then eat at the restaurant.
I was going to say that's the luxury that we do have too, is that we're able to go and take that time. If we went to Disneyland or out to California, there'd be like a very limited amount of time that we would be able to have to dedicate to those experiences where, like, you know, maybe we'd want to watch Fantasmic or the fireworks or ride these rides instead of a 2.5 hour dinner experience. Whereas here we live 15 minutes away from Disney. So why haven't we been just casually going in and eating at these places, which we have for the most part.
Michael wants to know what our favorite restaurant in the World Showcase is.
He loves Rose and Crown in Via Napoli. I have not eaten in either of those.
I've eaten at Via Napoli, and it's pretty good.
You have, yes.
With our friends John and Peyton. Hello, if you're in here.
Morocco was good. Marrakesh.
Yeah.
I liked that. Yeah, for me, it's probably going to be Marrakesh, I think.
Yeah, well, you've eaten at Beer Garden, which you said you loved.
I did. Well, it was a buffet, and apparently I'm more quantity over quality. So
I forgot it was a buffet. That makes sense.
That. Was Hagrid's ride the first ride? Did you answer that?
No, what?
No, just what was your favorite?
Oh, my favorite restaurant?
At Epcot?
I don't know. We haven't eaten at a restaurant in a while because we've just been hitting up the festivals.
I like the electric umbrella.
I had that. We went to the electric umbrella and I had that thing with the beer cheese, and it was like a tummy ache and a bun.
I didn't mind it. Well, you think about that. I was gonna. Somebody asked if Hagrid's was the first ride we ever waited 8 hours for.
Yes.
Yes. It did not, in a way, feel like it because it was a lot of just anticipation and a lot of just like.
It was a collective experience with everyone around us too. Like we weren't just like waiting in line.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a giant party.
It was because everybody that was there opening day like actually wanted to be there and loves Harry Potter and was just so excited to just see what they did because, you know, it was opening day, and I don't think there was really much released to the media before that, and really no advertisements, you know, other than, you know, here and there just teasing that there was going to be a new ride. So it was just so much excitement built up, and I'm the kind of person when there's a new ride or new land, because it's a popular thing to do aerial photography or videography of attractions being built or lands or rides. And well, that is like very enticing to see and to look at. And I don't want to spoil myself in that regard, you know, and which is ironic because me being there opening day and filming a video opening day is, you know, presuming people are going to watch it and spoil themselves, even though I myself don't want to be spoiled. It's ironic. And it's, I don't know, but nope, we have not waited that long for a ride before, but it was worth it because we were kind of always moving and just excited to be there.
The only other ride that we waited a long time for was Flight of Passage.
Oh yeah, that was like 3.5 hours or so, 4 hours.
Something like that. Probably not even.
What made you start YouTube? It just felt like a fun place to. So I started YouTube on my old channel, which is where I did just kind of like skits in college and little musical endeavors, and that I started back in 2007, and that was when I was 14 or 15, and I just did it because I wanted to, and it was a lot of fun. And then myself and my friend Seth back in high school, we created our own little YouTube channel, and now that was for just creative skits as well. So then my channel was kind of just my place that I could just upload whatever I wanted, whatever it was. And then what's funny is that this channel was kind of a second channel in the sense of like I liked vlogging. I liked documenting experiences in my life, I suppose. And I thought that this kind of content cluttered up my main channel. And so I created the second channel to just upload videos of myself and my adventures and journeys and vlogs and everything that I just didn't think was polished. And here we are, 10,000 people.
This is the one that made it.
Later. When are you going to have more Disney trivia? I don't know. Maybe at some point. I mean, Disney trivia, it's a lot of fun. And it's also...
Don't do it again, though, with, like, the smoothies. That was, like, a nightmare to watch.
I thought they were talking about, like, the board where I, like, Jeopardy style took it off and we asked each other the questions.
That's true. You did do a lot. What's just burned in my brain was your, like, lasagna smoothie.
It seemed like a fun idea, and it was just... I don't have the palate for that. That was gross.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We are getting some questions now. Hello, everybody. If anybody's new here, good to see you. We are just sitting here chatting, hunching over, having a good time.
I know. I don't have my glasses, so I can't like read the comments that well.
Do you have any close relationships with anybody else in the Florida theme park vlogging community? The trackers, Paging Mr. Morrow, Prince Charming Dev, etc. No, not like a close relationship. Vlogging is an interesting thing to be. Not that I'm like opposed to engaging with those kinds of people.
Because everyone's really nice.
Yeah, but it's hard to just so like seeing a bunch of vloggers kind of together and everybody just has their arm outstretched, just like vlogging and talking and doing this and doing that and stuff.
Arm.
Yeah, it's something that I'm just kind of like, is that what I look at? I get really self-aware and self-conscious of that. So it's just something that not that I've avoided, but I've never sought it out, I guess. Not that I'm like the most confident or the most self-conscious about vlogging, but it is something that I just very personally do. You know, I hide in the corner and I update my thoughts on the ride or the attraction, or I pull out my camera here and ask Brennan what she thought about her quiche at Epcot.
Quiche. I never got a quiche. But we do know some people personally in real life.
Yeah, I did a lot of stuff with Attractions Magazine, and through those media outlets, I was able to meet people, and everybody's so excited to be in this community and to make videos. And the challenge is trying to not make it a lot of the same, you know, because I think in this community, people follow the creator more than what they showcase. Because, you know, how many times can you show a POV on Thunder Mountain? You know, it gets it's a little bit repetitive. So the challenge is to try to do something fresh and different every time. If you could move one ride into a different park, what would it be? Move one ride into a different park? That was something I thought about earlier.
Oh. It
would be cool to move Living with the Land over to Animal Kingdom, I think. And
turn it into my idea.
Well, I mean, just even as it is, I think it could really work in Animal Kingdom because Animal Kingdom is all about conservation of nature, and I think it would really work there.
Yeah, I guess like the concept of it being at Epcot though is it's like innovation, which is why it fit.
Yeah. How many masks do you guys have now? I have like
3.
6. I'm sure it's something people never really thought about needing or buying in everyday life until now. Yeah, and I was part of that group where I was like, oh man, do I want to buy another mask, you know, just to wear it for a couple weeks until things go back to normal? And it's like, nope.
I'm guilty of wearing pretty much one mask exclusively. Like I'll flip it inside out after washes to make it like 2 different masks, but it's the Universal logo one. Like I bought it because I needed one, and it's just very breathable. And like both sides to wear it, so you can have it like the Universal logo, or you can flip it on the other side and it's just like a plain black one. It's very comfortable. Just if you're gonna use a mask as like a reversible mask, please wash it.
I think it's fun. I mean,
don't breathe in what was exposing on the outside.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fun fashion statement now, and I think it is becoming the new mini ears in a sense, and a lot of people are embracing it.
Rose gold masks.
Yeah. Disney Cruise has been one of the most extraordinary experiences of our life.
Yes, convince him.
We got to do it at some point.
I think somebody talked about your lasagna smoothie. Ugh. I just saw the word lasagna.
But the thing about those smoothies is that if everything was not in the smoothie and liquefied, it would have been fine, like individually by itself.
You can only ride one ride in Orlando for the rest of your life. What would it be? The People Mover! Just let me die on it.
maybe Hagrid's, I think. Motorbike Adventure. It's like the perfect amount of thrill and then just and dark ride immersion with that. We saw you outside of IOA last year, but didn't want to disturb you as you were filming. Sounds about right. Sometimes, yeah, please do. But
we're socially awkward, and we'll make it awkward for the first 5 seconds, but then we'll be really nice.
You will. I'm great. No, I'm not. The only thing is, I'm getting worse and worse with my particularities when it comes to filming and stuff. Where I want to make sure that what I want to say is how I say it, and that I don't waste time with how I try to put thoughts together or stutter over something or say something wrong.
I think that's why he waited, or I don't want to speak for you, but I think that's why he waited so long to do a live stream.
Maybe, yeah, because I'm all over the place verbally. There was one time I met a gentleman at I think it was the annual pass holder night at Universal, and I got my plate of pepperoni fries, pizza fries, and I kept on trying to because I was trying to start with the background music or something like that, because I hate just start talking and I hate when I start talking in the middle of the chorus of a song or something, and it's very distracting versus what you're trying to say, and then so I try to sometimes wait for the background music to sync up with what I'm trying to say. So there was a few failed attempts at me just trying to be here I am with my pizza fries, and it took a few tries to get it right and say what I just wanted to say about it, which was embarrassing. And right after I was done, a gentleman came over and he was just hello, I was watching you there, and I was uh-oh, well, that's embarrassing because I looked like a
poop.
Yep. Okay. Oh, thank you, Joey Unchained. Got a little money towards our Disney cruise fund.
Oh no, thank you.
That was really sweet.
We're not starting a fund though.
Are you both back at work now? So she is.
Yes.
I'm technically still furloughed, but I'm doing some stuff on the side, I suppose. Which sounds kinky, but it's not. It's legitimate.
That's
but
what I was thinking.
We're all doing good so far.
Doing some stuff on the side.
Will I ever ride the orange side of Mission Space? Yes, I will.
Can we please convince him?
I will. I'll do it. Just gotta get in there and just gotta do it.
It's because it's not right in front of you, and I'm not pressuring you. It's easy to say yes right now.
Well, I've done Simpsons a lot recently, which that was beyond orange for me in terms of just oh man, I'm gonna do Simpsons and it's gonna make me sick, but it didn't.
Kennedy Space Center. Have we been there together?
I think I went a while ago, a long time ago, barely remembering. Maybe for Boy Scouts or Cub Scouts or something. Why
haven't we been to the Kennedy Space? That place is great. I don't know why we've never been. We've never been there.
We're gonna go.
And we've never been to the Orlando Science Center together. 2 places that are great educational. Every Florida kid has gone to either of those places as a field trip at some point in their life. We need to go.
Hi, Kyle.
Hi, Kyle.
No hi, Roy. Just hi, Brennan. That's okay. Big fan of Brennan. It's okay. Dennis said.
Thanks, Kyle.
Dennis said I would ride Mission Space with him. I will. You got to come back, and then I'll ride it with both of you, and then I'll complete the Venn diagram of my apparent promises to ride Mission Orange, the orange mission of Mission Space. There you go. This live stream has become to convince Roy to do things he doesn't want to do. 100% on board.
This is
I don't want to do it.
This is my life, y'all.
I'm all about going to restaurants and going on a Disney cruise and riding Mission Orange. Why do I keep calling it that?
Pretty much.
The orange side of Mission Space.
We love Dennis.
Summit Plummet 2.
Yes,
yeah,
we
I
do.
need to do that. Okay, let's do the other game before I forget. So this is going to be the drawing game.
Mm-hmm.
So this is where we're going to draw characters from memory, suggested by you guys, and we'll show them off here in just a second. We only did 3 games of the dice, but
it led into some good conversation.
yeah, and they actually ended up suggesting some stuff too, which was
Should
awesome.
we have them suggest who we draw?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. So if you have a Disney character that you want us to draw, then let us know, and we can try to do that. Please, nothing incredibly complicated, but then also, why not, right?
Figment.
Figment.
It's a good one.
You want us to do Figment? That was the first one.
Okay.
Okay. Should we like set a timer for it?
Sure.
Okay. Let's see here.
Oh, we had 2 for Pluto.
So should we go for like a minute?
Max, Roy, can you say hi, Sky? I
Wait,
can't say it. Hi in the Sky, Seuss Trolley Train Ride.
High in the Sky, Seuss Trolley Train Ride.
Now without looking.
No, I can't. I can never get the name of the Seuss Trolley Train Ride correct. And I don't know why. I can say Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure a million times, and I could say Universal Studios Florida, and I could say the proper names of everything for whatever reason. That's how my brain works, but
Did
I
I get
just
marker
can't
on
get
you?
that name right. No, you are good. Oh, Dennis is leaving. What the heck, Dennis? You're missing the party.
What the heck, Dennis?
Bye, Dennis.
Bye, Dennis.
Oh,
Love
we're
you.
getting a lot of fun ones here. Okay, let's go and do Figment because that was the first one.
Mother Gothel.
Okay. You want to do a minute or you want to do like 30 seconds, like super fast?
Let's do a minute.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Go. Okay, so we are drawing Figment.
Oh, God. What does Figment look like?
He's like the cross of like 4 different like creatures. He's got like the, you know what? I have no idea. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
So I want to take this time to just again thank everybody for coming to my first ever live stream, our first ever live stream together.
Oh, no. He's a monster. Oh, no. You guys are going to hate me. Oh, no.
Mhm. This is the exciting part again, where we're just kind of quiet. Oh, we have 7 seconds left.
Oh, no.
Okay, gave him some thighs, and time's up. That is 1 minute. Okay, you want to go first or me?
You.
Okay, you ready for my Figments? There he is. Check out those thighs, those wings. Got the horns. That's a pretty particular attribute, I guess, to get right. What do you guys think? You like that? Should put that on a shirt, right? Okay, your turn. What's with the chicken legs?
I ran out of time.
One little spark of terror.
Yes.
You gave him one horn. He's like known for his like
It's supposed to be his ear.
dragon horns.
It's a profile.
Where's his wings?
Didn't
Looks
have
like
time.
Alf. Okay, so who won? Clearly me, right? Got the wings and the horns, and then she drew I don't even know. I can't even. Well, that was fun. How about that? Stop. This is a masterpiece, okay? Should we do one more for fun?
I don't know. I'm kind of satisfied with this guy.
You think so? We've been going a long time, like over an hour and 15 minutes.
When did you want to end this?
Maybe like around like an hour and a half.
Okay.
Maybe we can do like some more fun questions or just conversation. That's been like a lot of fun. Well, yep. See, Roy wins. Thank you, Naomi.
Whatever.
Daniel Brennan. No. No. So, how do you feel about being back at Disney? Does it feel good?
It does. Nothing's felt weird. Like going back
Really?
to the parks. I thought it was going to be this very weird moment. Nothing felt odd. Like everything's more clean, which is nice.
True.
The bathrooms don't have the diaper smells. That's a plus.
It is definitely like a different experience, and there's no way I could just sit here and be like, oh, there's nothing's really changed. It's fine. You just gotta wear a mask. It's all the same, because it's not. But it also depends on perspective and attitude and these other subjective traits that people go into the parks with.
I think attitude is the biggest factor in all of this. Like masks are not fun or easy to wear, but if you put yourself in the mindset of like why you're there, it does make it a lot easier. Like I do now, luckily I found that sometimes I forget I'm wearing the mask for a good reason. I don't know. It's nice to see them cleaning rides and stuff. It makes me feel better about everything. I don't know. I wanted it to be weird. Like I wanted to like look back on this and be like, oh, remember when everything was so weird and different? But I haven't experienced that yet.
I mean, it's different with the plexiglass barriers and, seeing trains at Universal and at Disney with only, 2 groups on them, and just how different it feels, not in a bad way.
Thank you, Jordana.
Jordana, thank you for the channel. You helped us planning our honeymoon in October 2018, and we'll never forget it. And we got to meet you in Epcot. Yes. And it made our day. Love from Ireland. Jordana, that's so sweet.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. I don't know how I help plan vacations other than just kind of showing all the stuff that we do, because there could be real help with planning vacations in terms of just, hotels and amenities and transportation and these other travel tips and details, that we don't go into, unless they're completely relevant for us. And we are staying at a resort and utilizing those. But thank you. That still means a lot. I think Max asked you what your favorite bathroom was.
What's my favorite Disney bathroom?
Yeah. The ones in Norway are actually really nice. Back there.
Is this because of the diaper comment?
Probably. You keep fixating on it. Whoops. I zoomed in on the comments. I'm sorry.
Favorite Disney bathroom? Nothing in Magic Kingdom.
While you're thinking about that, hi, Tim Carroll. That is somebody who watches us every day, and he's hooked up to his chest shaking vest for. Oh, well, Tim, man, good to see you. I hope you can pull through that.
I feel weird talking about bathrooms now.
No, it's fine.
Something in Hollywood Studios. The bathrooms.
Well, this is the content you came for, right? Bye, everybody. They're all gone now.
I don't know. Any bathroom that's like off in the cut.
The Tangled bathroom is beautiful too.
It is.
Yeah.
It smells like diapers though.
Bathrooms, again, to me are just like restaurants, which is not usually something people say, but in the sense of like, if it's there, you gotta go wash your hands somewhere, Like I don't like wait till I'm on the other side of World Showcase or anything like that. You just gotta do what you can. I regret saying that. Gianna's heading to Disney World for her 16th birthday.
Ooh,
nice.
Happy 16th.
Hope we run into you guys at the parks or Disney Springs. You might, because we're still trying to figure out our upcoming plans with that, where if we do get a resort or reservation, then we actually can go to the parks. But if we don't, then we'll have to wait. But then, I have to not be blocked out, and her passes have to be, not all taken, I guess. So it's complicated, but we're working on it.
Hi, Tim Carroll. I'm sorry I talked about bathrooms, but this is your shout out now. Hi.
Where did you get the pictures from behind you? Right back here. So these are from a calendar, actually, and each, like, they're all attractions posters, and the calendar portion was at the bottom of them. And when you were done with that month, you could just kind of rip it along the perforated line, and then it became a poster. So we just put our 8 favorite ones up here, which it looks like off center because of how it's done on the wall and where the couch is and all that. But
there's more of them.
Yeah.
Boop.
But just this is the center of the couch right here, but this is the center of the pictures up here. Do what we can around here, right? Oh, the Moaning Myrtle bathrooms? Yeah, those are good.
They're not Disney though.
No, but they're still good.
If you're talking about favorite theme park bathrooms at all, it's the ones in the Lost Continent.
That's true, because they are way back there.
They are rarely used, always clean.
How long have you been together? 5 years.
5 years. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Right.
Technically 5.5.
Yeah.
We courted each other for a while.
She drugged me around for a bit. Playing hard to get. Any plans to visit? Any plans to visit international parks?
Always.
No, well, no plans, but I always want to go. Yeah. The trick is I don't want to be one of those people that goes to Japan just for Disney and goes to Paris just for Disney. You want to go for all of it, and then just specifically Disney, maybe a couple days.
Someone's-
Daniel will never forget me saying, "Beads, please."
I still hear that in my nightmares
At
sometimes.
Mardi Gras. You got me a lot of beads. So what can I say?
Please.
Joshua wants to know what's our favorite house in Halloween Horror Nights. I've just kind of recently become somebody who's like into Halloween Horror Nights and going consistently
Same.
and whatnot. You're not the best with houses.
I'm not, and I tried last year. If you watched our Horror Nights video, you saw me attempt to go into the Ghostbusters house, which as a house like was really fun.
Mhm.
I just don't like the confined, loud, dark spaces of it. I'm very claustrophobic. So as much as I like want to, I obsessively watch everyone's house walkthroughs, like when they do the media of them, because I
Mhm.
want to see what's in the houses. But I don't like the jump scares. Most people react where they get scared and then it turns into like fun and giggles. And for me, it just turns into like this panic attack. So
My favorites have probably been like the Stranger Things ones. Like I'm not, big on the like. I want to make sure I get got. I want to be scared for it to be my favorite house. Like that immersion, like into that TV show that we had like just watched, pretty much. Like was cool to see. Like we just watched Stranger Things, and then like walking through the house, it was like, wow, this is awesome. I am here in the story.
Brian asked, do I still remember the sipping chocolate? I can never forget the sipping chocolate. It was a horrible day. Don't drink the sipping chocolate.
The sipping chocolate was at Epcot. I think it was the Festival of the Arts, and it was just 3 individual, almost like shot glasses worth of just like chocolate, just thick and.
How do we think they're going to do HHN this year? Socially distant.
I'm getting tired of that term. Like I know it's very relevant and very necessary to say, but wow, like that wins the term of the year in terms of just how often you say it, because that's the challenge. Like it's not all about going to the parks and showing off the socially distant markers and the hand sanitizers and and all that, because that gets old, I imagine. Like that's something you showcase once. This is how it is now, and then you move past it. You have a good time. You do it. Physical distancing.
Marvin says, refreaky.
Getting refreaky. What is your favorite Epcot festival?
Food and wine. I think they just have more food options.
I don't know. I feel like it flips a lot for me. Food and wine is like the festival, but then Festival of the Arts.
Flower and Garden, arts, holidays. That's my tier.
Do you have any friends or workers that that got stuck on the Skyway incident?
I thought somebody asked if we had friends.
Do you have any friends?
No.
A few.
No.
No.
I don't know anybody that was in the Skyway accident.
The Skyliner accident, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Which was like made out to be more of an incident than it was. It just 2 of them just kind of bumped together and then they fixed it. Skyliner is one of the best additions to Disney World, like ever.
When is the next live show scheduled for? I don't know. Is this worth doing another one? I feel like we got off to a really rocky start.
I think it was pretty good. Like look at all that we've done so far and amounted to. We've done a great job. It was great. Congrats on 5K to get 5 years together, and congrats on 10K. Thank you guys so much. Well, I guess we're kind of getting close there to that hour and a half. I mean, I could keep talking. I know you could keep talking, and this has been just a lot of fun, and just being able to talk to everybody that watches. It's awesome, and I don't respond to comments as much as I really should, because it's a process to go out and to experience the thing, and then film the thing, and then edit the thing, and then upload the thing, and then kind of close the laptop and be like, oh, time to do something else. And so I need to get better about responding to comments, because everybody really they leave awesome comments and questions and stuff. This has been one of the best live streams I've ever seen. Well, thank you, Marvin.
Oh, Marvin, you're just saying that.
Probably. Okay. I guess that's it. Any other thoughts or questions or
feedback?
Concerns? Feedback.
I mean, if we plan on doing this again,
You stink.
you stink. No more live streams.
Here's some feedback for you. Stop.
Max says we can filibuster his day away. I feel like that's what we've been doing.
People are just thanking us for letting us go to the parks through the videos, and absolutely, don't
ever like hesitate to come say hi. Like, we're just normal people. We're gonna be socially awkward if you come approach us. We're gonna be like, do we actually know you in real life? And then we're gonna realize that we don't, and then it'll be a nice moment, and then I don't know, it's nice. Just say hi. Thanks for watching and being nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's flattering. It's crazy that we can just go to theme parks and just film our trip there and have a good time and
Thank
upload
you,
that,
Tim.
and people can watch it and follow along, and I know that nostalgia factor and that FOMO of these places that make us all so happy, because that's why you guys watch me, and that's why I go and I do it. And it brings back all those family memories for me and when I came to the parks 20 years ago, and why I continue to go.
It stays like our anniversary that always reminded me like why I like that Roy is a vlogger, and like why I was happy to accept being in your videos from an early point in our relationship, because I quite frequently go back and watch videos and relive memories, and
isn't it cool?
It's fun.
Our
I like
trip
it.
to Disneyland is just on YouTube for us to go back and watch. It's awesome.
Yeah, like Roy uses his YouTube. Like I kind of like to use my Instagram, where I like to post memories and collect memories to look at and stuff. And some people do photo albums. Some people do home movies. This is like your version of home movies, and I've really appreciated it over the years. And I'm glad that our life gets to be documented for us to reference.
Look at that. Max says, y'all did great with this. Honestly, very well done. Feels like any other oyby video with the added joy of precipitation. Yeah, it rained. No,
Thank
participation.
You, Max. And if you want a great podcast to listen to, check out Q Clips on Spotify featuring Max.
Our friend Max, he does an incredible podcast, which I never actually said that I was on, but I was on a podcast. It was on Max's podcast called Q Clips, Talking to the Max. And we had a great time talking about it. He shares some very cool perspectives on the parks and his life, and it's a great time. Mm-hmm. Can I make the Dancing Roys move like a holograph? Maybe. The outro to my videos, just me kind of like dancing there, it was something that I just wanted to do as like a filler. It was just something that I thought would be kind of fun and kinetic there at the end, and it just kind of became a thing of its own.
Thank you, Jackie.
Thank you, Jackie.
You're sweet too.
Sorry, reading the comments, of course. Everybody's just so incredibly supportive, and I appreciate that, and I wish I could say it enough that the super chats are incredibly generous, and that's never anything that you ever have to do to feel like you're supporting us, and a lot of people say just watching the videos and commenting, liking, that's supporting the videos, and I guess that's true, it's not that I'm inherently looking for support to do what I do, but the fact that people are doing it regardless is awesome, and I appreciate that so much.
The best type of support is just positive support and positive feedback,
right?
Like, we're not perfect people, but there's ways to show us how we grow.
Mm-hmm. And that's something that I try to keep in mind in terms of just like, that's probably been the biggest change, I guess, in all that we do or that I do in terms of just like filming and editing stuff. And like, I want this to be a cohesive narrative experience. That's like the biggest end goal that I have with making a video. Like, I want it to be something that somebody can watch and follow along. And if I hold the camera over here, it's like you're just kind of walking next to us, and talking to us. And if I can make that the experience that you get out of what we do, then that is like, that's the goal, and making that fun. Have I ever met any celebrities at the parks? Back when I worked attractions at Magic Kingdom, I worked the Jungle Cruise, and I was the skipper for Neil Patrick Harris and his family. And that is just my kind of cool story that I have about all of that.
And he said that Neil Patrick Harris and his family were very nice people.
Yeah, and he said that I was hilarious. So thank you, Mr. Neil Patrick Harris.
You always hope that people like him and his husband are nice people. When you find out that they are nice people, it's just like, oh, thank goodness.
Tim wanted to know what does oyby mean or stand for. So
let me get this one. It's a portmanteau of his first name Roy and his last name Hornsby. So you got the Roy and the Hornsby, and together you have the oyby. Did I do it right?
That was great. I got the portmanteau with the oyby and no.
I would have never known what a portmanteau was.
I think it's a piece of furniture, but then it's also like where you take two words and you kind of combine them together. Student loan planner. Travis says, Roy, you are the man, and Brendan rocks too. That's my brother, Travis.
Travis, you're here?
Hi there, Travis.
That's really sweet. Hi.
Travis, I'll give him a little plug because why not? He's my brother. He does have his own company where he helps people with their student loans, and he does an incredible job doing that. And he's one of my ulterior financial opportunities, I guess, because I'm his YouTube video producer, I suppose you could say. That was a really dumb, fancy way of saying that I edit videos for his company, but he does a great job.
Well, we need to
doing
plug
what he does.
Dennis now.
Dennis?
Dinner by Dennis. Check out his blog. It's Dinner by Dennis. He's a great cook. If you want some very interesting ramen recipes or just Dennis's perspective on how to cook food, check it out. He's on YouTube as well.
Imagine that. See, I came to YouTube and it was my thing, and then my older brother, my younger brother moved in on my turf, and now they're both doing YouTube. And Dennis is back. Hi, Dennis.
Yes, Dennis, it's your perspective on food.
Did I get named after Roy Disney? No, I was named after my paternal grandfather. Have I ever been recognized at the parks and asked for a selfie? Yeah, a couple times. It really, like, it's something that just, like, I don't ever expect it to happen, and because I don't think about an audience that actually watches these videos. I always edit these videos and upload them to just exist on the internet, to take our experience and to put it and categorize it on my channel, and then a lot of the things that I do by myself, she'll watch later. So, like, a lot of the times I'm like showcasing what I wanted to do that day for fun, and then she watches it. And then the fact that somebody else watches it and then approaches me, and it's just like, oyby, and I'm like, what? Yeah. I don't ever say that my name is Roy in the videos. I just kind of start them, and just people probably know her name more than they know my name, because
which is weird because no one knows how to say my name.
Yeah, but yeah. So my name is Roy, in case people just don't know that. Oh, said I would stop at an hour and a half, and yet here we go.
Should we end it?
I think so, probably at some point here. I mean, I appreciate everybody again for hanging out with us this afternoon.
Thank you for supporting Roy in his videos, and thanks for just letting me tag along. Thank you for letting me tag along. And
absolutely.
I like when you guys appreciate the hard work and editing that Roy puts into his videos, and just the creativeness that he does to try and stand out amongst vlogging peers.
And it's not necessarily to stand out. It's just to put something else.
No, you're not doing it on purpose, but it just ends up happening. And so I like when people appreciate it. I like live in your comments.
It's just, 10,000 subscribers, and not every single one of those is going to be actively following with all of what we do. And, but the fact that that's a number that is just on a channel that I created that was originally just supposed to be me, putting somewhere for my secondary content so that I could just have a place to put my life, and that people are actually interested and invested in that is fantastic. So again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you if you super chatted. That was incredible. If you asked a question that we didn't answer, I'm sorry that we didn't get used to it. It was either something that got lost, or it was something that we're not prepared to answer quite yet, because some things we do have to kind of compartmentalize and make it a part of our personal lives, that we can't put everything on YouTube and as far as specifically what we do for a living or anything involved with that or where we live. People want to know when the next live stream is. I don't know. This was absolutely a lot of fun.
Leave some feedback on this one of like what you liked and what you didn't like, so we know what not to do if we decide to do this again.
Yeah, and this will live on in the form of a post live stream upload, I suppose. So it'll still be here, and I hope we did this okay for the first time.
I'm gonna go back and review it like football players review their
You're gonna
plays.
watch 2 hours of all of us here?
Yeah, why not? I'll go back and read the comments that we didn't see.
Okay. Well, have a good day, everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for supporting me and us and just being a part of this fun experience and experiment that has become a hobby, and then who knows what beyond that. So we will see you guys later. Have a good day.
I'm gonna go get me a ring pop.
And goodbye.
Bye.